Hello everybody and welcome back to the penultimate round of Season 3 of our F1 2013 career mode. It's the United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas in Texas. And here we are in practice. It's wet, very wet, and there's going to be more rain throughout the weekend. Before we get into qualifying though, and ultimately the race, let's check out the championship standings. Fernando Alonso heads into the penultimate round of the season with an 8-point lead ahead of James Early. Sebastian Vettel now 25 points adrift after failing to score points at Yas Marina. It's really crucial for Vettel and Red Bull to outscore his rivals this weekend. Then we have Kimi Raikkonen in 4th place. He is now no longer in the championship fight, and that's the same with Lewis Hamilton. So it is purely down to the top 3 mathematically in the final 2 rounds of the year to win the championship. On to the Constructors' Championship. It is Lotus Renault retaking the lead ahead of Mercedes after the previous round. There's 1 point between them both going into the final 2 rounds of the year. Red Bull can no longer win the championship, so it really is between the top 2. Actually, can Red Bull win the championship? 43, 43, 86, 86 would be, what's that, 416? They could still win the championship. Red Bull still have a very slim chance at winning the championship. They'd need 2 1-2 finishes and Lotus, Renault and Mercedes not to score any more than about 9 points. But they could still do it. Well, welcome to COTA, where it's chucking it down with rain in practice. It's going to be dry for the qualifying and then 41% chance of rain in the race. Okay, time for qualifying 1. Prime tyres on the car. Like I said, no risk of rain in this qualifying session. We're looking to make it easily through to Q2 and Q3. Fighting for pole position today. That's the objective. Let's get out on track. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2 already. Is somebody out of the session? That'd be nice. Oh, what if it's Alonso? Wouldn't that be brilliant? So it was not Alonso. It's Van Dorn who's crashed out at early parts of Q1. Maybe we can steal some slipstream off the Red Bull in front. Or if it's Sebastian Vettel, that'd be quite funny. And it's Rosberg. Rosberg helping me out down the back straight. The car feeling very balanced here. It's feeling nice. We were purple in the first sector, purple in the second sector as well. And around the final corner we go. Is it going to be purple in all 3 sectors? Sliding out that final corner. And it is. It's fastest. The 38.4. A whole second clear of Alonso. Incredible pace. And that is Early topping Q1 by half a second ahead of both Mercedes. This is looking really good. It wasn't even a strong lap. My teammate Kimi Raikkonen over a second slower than me. Incredible stuff. The driver's knocked out. Well, it's the Sauber of Nasser. Then it's Ericsson, Gutierrez, Van Dorn, Bottas and Pascal Wehrlein. Of course, Van Dorn, even if he made it through to Q2, which he was never going to do, he wouldn't have made it any further because he crashed out of the session. So commits are a 39.7. That's 10th place. We're on the option tyres now, of course, like every other race. 38.5 from Fernando Alonso. That's the benchmark. And he's put that benchmark down for any challenger to beat it, and that's what Early's going to try and do. He's going to try and beat that benchmark. Ooh, that is wide at turn 1. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Well, that's a blatant corner cut by me there. So let's ignore that. I am purple in the first sector, though. Only green through the second sector, so we're not going purple right now. And out the final corner. Down towards the line. It is second place. A 10th down on Alonso. It'll be enough to get through, but it's definitely between Early and Alonso for pole position, just like it was in the last episode. Hamilton tops the session. Hamilton, I was not expecting that. Then it's Alonso, Early, Raikkonen, Power, the top 5. Vettel in 6th place. He's got to pull out a performance from somewhere. Sebastian Vettel has been really struggling in the past few rounds. Rosberg, his teammate, down in 10th place, but still making it through at the expense of Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo and Stevens. 1 session to go to determine the starting grid. And we have enough time for 2 back-to-back flying laps on the brand new option tyres in Q3. A 37.9 from Alonso. What a brilliant benchmark. Let's try and beat it. Slightly wide at the first corner. Not too bad though. Ah, beautiful purple sector 1. Nice going from James Early. I'll tell you what, this guy's pretty good. It's not too bad. Purple in the middle sector. It's looking good. Half a 10th up. Missed the apex at the second to last corner. It's a blind corner. And into the final corner we go. Is it enough for provisional pole position? It's not going to be any more because we've slid out the final corner. It's second place. Half a 10th down. Okay. Full focus on this final lap. Nice purple sector 1. Then we're wide at the next corner. And what's it like through the second timing line? It's purple. It's purple again, matching my previous lap. Checker flag is out. These final 2 corners, absolutely crucial. Can I spot the turn in? Much better than the lap before. Now we just need to control the throttle on the exit of the final corner. Here goes early. Is it going to be pole position for the United States Grand Prix up towards the line? Yes, it's pole! We got pole by almost 4/10. Oh my gosh, fantastic lap. 4/10 clear of Fernando Alonso. Almost 8/10 clear of teammate Raikkonen. Then it's Hamilton, Vettel in 5th. A whole second down. Then we have Power, Bianchi, Magnussen, Rosberg and Kubica completing the top 10. Don't know what happened to Robert Kubica. He's 2.9 seconds off. So maybe he only got one clean lap in. But what a lap that is from early. And he starts the race from pole position. And James Maldonado pointing to the crowd. A round of applause. 41% chance of rain. But it does start in dry conditions. This race is definitely going to be anything but smooth sailing. 56 laps, starting on the options to lap 17 for the primes, finishing the race on the option tyres. Who knows when that rain is going to arrive. We'll listen out for the message to say it's 15 minutes away, and that'll be time to decide the strategy, I imagine. Let's jump into the race. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2013 United States Grand Prix is next. It's going to be a tough start. We're going uphill. It's going to be very late braking as well. Brakes already going to the rear as the lights appearing in front of the drivers. 3, 4 and 5. And we are underway for the 2013 US Grand Prix. And it's not much wheel spin initially, but I think we're going to lose out to Alonso up the hill. I'll switch to the inside of the Mercedes for the braking zone. Hopefully I'm not going to overcook it. Whoa! Big lock up at the rears. And Alonso gets a switch back down the hill. He's on the left-hand side. And the Mercedes driver just edging ahead, but he backs out. That's probably not with the grip he wanted on the outside of turn 2. So early leads the way from pole position through the twisty S section of the first sector. Hamilton up to second. Raikkonen third. It means Alonso has tumbled down the order. Okay, well, we're going straight off the track. Absolutely straight off the track. Still have the lead ahead of Hamilton, though, so we've not lost it. But that was a mistake. Got to be wary. Heavy fuel load. So got to be very much aware of that. Alonso, I can see, is in 4th position. And that's one lap complete. Hamilton, Raikkonen chasing down James early. If things stay like this right now, I think we take the championship lead going into the final round. So much understeer. I keep forgetting that we're on high fuel load. We're not in qualifying trim anymore. I need to get that through the head of mine. I see rain already. The rain is starting to fall already. It's only lap 2. It's all kicking off here in America. As Hamilton with a great run onto the back straight. No DRS enabled yet, so it's pure straight line speed between the Mercedes and the Lotus. And right now it's pretty level down towards the braking zone. I see Raikkonen in the background also challenging early as that inside line under braking to hold on to first place. Perez fastest lap. Okay, interesting. And we have to do more defensive work. This time though, Hamilton is actually going to have the aid of DRS, which is going to make the move much easier for the Mercedes man. And the driver who was eliminated from the championship at the end of the previous round moves up into the lead of the race. Hamilton fastest lap with that one as well, as he's looking to stretch his legs up front. 5-hour stream, I think. Hamilton track extending on the exit of the hairpin. Surely the stewards have to have a look at that. We are just within DRS range on the Merc. Raikkonen, is he under pressure from Alonso? No, he's comfortably ahead of him right now. Engineer has just said it started to rain, so he's not really been paying attention for the past 5 minutes. Because the rain started 5 minutes ago. It's very, very light, admittedly. So Hamilton, 1 second in front. Sebastian Vettel sitting in 5th position right now, so he's tucked up behind Alonso. Vettel desperately needs to outscore Alonso here today to keep his championship challenge somewhat on the cards. Yeah, we're not going to be in DRS range this time around. Raikkonen certainly will be within DRS. Alonso and Vettel, they're nose to tail in the background. It could be quite close for them in the battle for 4th. Slightly under pressure from Raikkonen under braking here. I'll hold on to the place. Vettel and Alonso are dropping back a little bit. This is good. And Vettel has made it past Fernando Alonso. So Sebastian Vettel, as it stands, will only be, what, 22 points off the championship lead? 23, maybe? Really, for the championship, what we need is an Alonso 8th place finish. Vettel winning the race early in 2nd. And Vettel now 3rd. Raikkonen's off. Raikkonen's off at the second to last corner. Is he out of the race? Or can he continue? Well, his green flag's waving again, and Raikkonen's got going, but he's right down in the midfield. Well, that's my rear gunner gone. We needed Raikkonen to fend off Vettel and Alonso, but he's just bottled it. You think I'm a bottle job? Look at Kimi Raikkonen. 3 seconds now to Hamilton in front. About 2.5 back to Sebastian Vettel in 3rd place. We're still nowhere near a crossover point to the intermediate tyres. I kind of don't want it to go to intermediate tyre conditions because I think I'll be even slower. Conditions are starting to get trickier out here. We're dropping time to Hamilton up front. And Vettel still only about 2 seconds behind me. We're lapping in the 45s, almost 46s now. So close to 3 seconds off the pace we were setting earlier. Call over the radio by the engineer to say intermediate tyres will suit the current conditions. So that means I am going to box for the intermediate tyres right now. What does Hamilton do? Hamilton stays out so early into the box for the intermediate tyres. Anybody can follow me in? Everybody else I think is going to stay out here. So maybe that's a terrible call from my engineer. I think I'm screwed over here. Alonso into the pits. Alonso is into the pits and so is my teammate Raikkonen. So a few other drivers in, and we are going to rejoin in 3rd position. It's only Vettel and Hamilton that stayed out. I think Hamilton and Vettel have been screwed over by their teams, keeping them out for an extra lap there. Right, rich mix for this lap. We're going to push, push, push. We might be able to get the lead back. A split decision like that for Sebastian Vettel, that could cost him the World Championship. It could. That might be it. It was about 13 seconds to Vettel at the first timing line. Let's see what the gap is now through the second timing line. 11. Yep, he's going to fall way down the order, I think. And now the top 2 box. Let's see if we got the jump on Hamilton. I think Hamilton just about to rejoin onto the circuit. No way he's still that far ahead. Hamilton still has the race lead. My tyres are fired up. I'm still running in rich mix. I've got a lot of motivation to get this lead back. I think Alonso, Vettel and Raikkonen are all very close on circuit in the battle for 3rd place. Hamilton once again track extending. 5-second time penalty, mate, for that. Both me and Hamilton running in rich mix. I think we are just pulling away from Vettel. Okay, Vettel's got past Alonso and got past Raikkonen on the previous lap after his pit stop. He's 11 seconds behind me. I think we're just about within a second of Hamilton on the back straight. Of course, DRS disabled, and I know the Mercedes in a straight line is absolutely rapid. And we've got traffic. We've got traffic and Hamilton catching it at maybe a bad time as we go into the SS section. No, never mind. Hamilton's got past the traffic. Now I'm going to catch it at a bad time in the SS section. Mate's gone straight off the... Mate, whoa! Okay. That could have been race ending. Lucky to avoid him. Now Van Dorn parking it on the apex. Not helping my case. Good news, Raikkonen has also got past Alonso. So Alonso down to 5th place now. I think if things stay as they are, we'd be level with Alonso going into the final race. 2 seconds to Hamilton, so he's just starting to pull away a little bit. I think when I'm locked in and there's no traffic, I'm actually faster than him. Oh, yes! Go to the outside and block him on the inside. Thank you very much. Take out the bollard. Yes! Lose your front wing. Thank you, Gutierrez. You've helped me a little bit. You have lost the front wing, though, because, you know, you're stupid. But we are closer to Hamilton. 1.3 to Hamilton, so we gained by 7/10 on the previous lap. We never normally have this sort of speed in the intermediate conditions, but right now at this track, it's working well. If you remember back to my 2012 career mode, Season 1, my first victory in that game was at this track in wet conditions driving for Toro Rosso. 15 minutes until the rain stops, and that's Hamilton getting blocked by 2 drivers on the final corner. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Ericsson. Thank you very much, mate. Thumbs up for you. And we're not going to encounter any more traffic for maybe the next 10 laps. And by that point, the rain is going to have fully stopped. And then Hamilton will once again be quicker than me and start to pull away. Yeah, Hamilton's starting to pull away now that there's no traffic to block him. Vettel's still just ahead of Raikkonen. It'll be painful to see Hamilton win this, seeing as he's not in the championship fight anymore. Still 10 minutes away from the rain stopping, so it's still a bit chunk of time. Vettel's starting to slowly catch up to me. My tyres, moderately worn, nothing extreme. Alonso really lacking pace in the race for whatever reason. I'm not complaining. Will Power has overtaken him, which is incredible. So Alonso down to 6th. So it means, as things stand, I would take the championship lead going into the final round of the season. From what I can remember, Brazil is quite a tough track, and I don't think I'm going to win there. So ideally, I need to win this race with Alonso down in like a 6th place finish. 4.5 to Hamilton now. I'm just losing more and more grip per lap. Don't think the rain's intensifying. I don't think it's actually getting wetter. This will probably be as wet as the track gets. And we'll eventually, maybe in about 10 laps time, go back to dry running. Well, wouldn't that be funny if Hamilton, who apparently is stopping in 5 laps time, pits for another set of the intermediates and then it dries up. Traffic's just moving out the way for Hamilton. Rubbish. Lock him. Slam on the brake, check him. Come on, guys. Gap did come down to Hamilton on that lap because he had to make his way past 2 drivers. So it's down to 4 seconds. That was risky. Oh, Bottas! This guy doesn't know how to drive. He's an amateur. 5 minutes left of the rain. It's lap 22, so rain will end by about lap 25 or 26. Sector 1, there was a yellow flag. Now it's green. Not sure what happened. Alonso continues to fall down the order. He's down to 8th position now. What is going on with the Spaniard today? I don't know. He's genuinely about 45 seconds behind me at least. Is Hamilton going to box for a new set of the intermediates? That'd be the dream scenario right now. Well, no sign of Hamilton boxing yet as we start lap 24. 7.3 to the Briton in front of me. And Vettel now within 10 seconds, so he's really starting to close. Vettel catching me by a second per lap, reportedly. It's not nice. That's not a nice thing to hear at all. Van Dorn about to go 2 laps down. Incredible. Incredible performance. There's a wing on the floor. I've just ran over debris. If this game was realistic, I'd have a puncture and been sent into the wall on the left-hand side. Gutierrez, mate. You are aware there's a championship fight going on here? Would you like to kindly move out of the way? Strategy masterclass from Mercedes, who have just boxed Alonso for fresh intermediates as the track is drying up. He's now in 12th position. Thank you for the championship. Okay, engineer thinking, dry tyre, dry tyre. Okay, I'm going to take his word for it and pit for the dry tyres. Is it not too early? I'll go for it. Let's put on the primes. I feel like this is a touch too early, but I'm going to take it and go into the pits. We should have enough of a gap back to Vettel anyway, in case I do lose a few seconds. And we're going to rejoin in 3rd position. Vettel also boxing for the dry tyres. Raikkonen stays out. Hamilton also staying out. And Vettel has put the option tyres on the car, so that's a different strategy to what Lotus have gone with for early. We got it in rich mix. We are pushing right now. I'm pretty sure Hamilton's on a lot of traffic, so hopefully it's slowing him up. We didn't do enough when we switched to the intermediates to jump Hamilton. Have we done enough this time around? Across the line we go to start lap 28. We're past Raikkonen. Are we past Hamilton? Yes, we are. James Early into the race lead. Ooh, big news. Vettel up to 2nd place as well. He's side by side with Hamilton through turn 2 right now. So Hamilton out in 3rd, Raikkonen 4th. And Raikkonen's got past Hamilton as well. Raikkonen on the prime tyres, everybody else on the options. Alonso, after making a 3rd stop in the race, is now in 10th position. That's a car off the circuit. That's Ericsson. I'm not using all Kerrs, unfortunately. Fastest lap of the race, a 42 flat. Let's wait to see what the gap to Sebastian Vettel is on the options. It's a 6.1, and I imagine he is much quicker than me. Thank you, Kubica, for sending me the long way around. Purple sector 2. Track is getting quicker and quicker. The gap is going up to Sebastian Vettel. Felipe Nasser making himself a right nuisance. 5.4 to Vettel. So now he's starting to slightly cut into my lead. Oh, yeah, we've had 2 retirements. Ooh, what if it's Alonso? What if it's Alonso? Come on, guys. Let's pray to the F1 gods. So we've had 2 retirements. It's Ericsson and Wehrlein out of the race. Alonso making some progress. He's up to 8th position now. Alonso fastest lap. So he's finally putting things together. Maybe he was just struggling in the rain. Maybe the Mercedes team went for a dry setup and was banking on there being no rain in the race. And we've had a 3rd retirement. It's Bottas. It's Bottas. It's just the back markers. We are deep into the second half of this race right now. Gap to Sebastian Vettel is 4.3 seconds. Perez is the driver in 4th position now. Hamilton's fallen off. Who's this going slow? Verstappen in 12th. In real life, in the 2015 US Grand Prix, it was Verstappen's joint best finish of the season, 4th place, which he went on to equal earlier on in the season at the Hungarian Grand Prix. So a really strong debut season for Verstappen. Don't know why I remember him getting 2 4th place finishes. I don't know why I remember that stat, but there we go. Got my personal best lap on that lap, and the gap to Vettel is going up. It's 5.7. I think his tyres have finally fell off. Mate, I've just been hit by Bianchi. I was trying to lap him after he clattered into the bollard. What a smart racing driver. Hamilton 5th, Alonso 8th. That's good, whilst Lotus are 1st and 3rd. We are taking the championship lead back. James Early, fastest lap of the race. Not what I was expecting on the slightly worn now prime tyres. We've got 17 laps to go, so I'm thinking a box for the option tyres at some point. I know the rest of the drivers on the grid will surely be in for another stop at some point as well. But right now, the pace is there. And that is Van Dorn being lapped again. Really starting to pull away from Vettel. 8.5 is the gap now. And I think he's just boxed. So that is Vettel pulling the trigger. I might box this lap, maybe the lap after, for some option tyres. Whoa, Gutierrez. Mate, I'd be devastated if I crash out of this race from this position. I'm boxing here from first place on lap 42 for the option tyres. Might lose the lead briefly here to Raikkonen, who stays out, but I imagine either he pits before the end or I just overtake him on track. We're going to rejoin in second place. And that is a Red Bull going very slowly. That's got to be Rosberg, who is falling a lap down on the race lead. Vettel fastest lap at 40.7. My God, that's quick. Closing in on the teammate Raikkonen here. We're going to be within DRS range for the back straight. Should be a routine move. Message over the radio should be to Kimi that James is faster than you. A poor exit from Raikkonen out of the hairpin. And Kerr's rich mix, slipstream, DRS, every single aid that we can have to overtake. And there we go, into first place. Alonso 39 flat, across the line goes earlier, 38.9. There we go, fastest lap of the race. 2 seconds clear of Raikkonen. Distance clear of Vettel. Alonso nowhere to be seen. Happy, happy days. Plus 3 laps on fuel, so we can run it in rich mix for a number of laps. We only have about 11 laps to go in this race. We're about to take the championship lead. So right now, Alonso down in 7th place with Early leading the way. Raikkonen holding off Vettel for the next 11 laps as we set a new fastest lap of the race. Could be crucial. I think Vettel right now, would he be eliminated from the championship? I think he would be by a single point. We started the season with Alonso domination. He won the first 2 rounds of the year, and I thought he was going to run away with the championship as we were struggling to make top 5s. Completely switched around as the season has progressed, and now it looks like we're going to head into the finale as championship favourites. Vettel about 7 seconds behind Raikkonen, so he's not really making much of an impression on the Finn, as I once again failed to use all my Kerrs on a lap because I'm not focusing. There we go. That sorts my issue. I don't need to focus on using all the Kerrs in a lap when Kerrs develops an issue like it currently has. 6.5 between Raikkonen and Vettel now. The gap is continuously coming down as James Early, he's got no problem with the pace up at the front. Another purple sector. Is there a yellow flag? Oh, I think Raikkonen's off. Raikkonen has stopped in the first sector. He's got going again, but he's definitely lost second place. Vettel up to second, Raikkonen down to third. The heat of Texas has got to the Iceman as he melts away from a podium place. So another driver's dropped out the race late on. It's Max Verstappen. He wasn't in the points anyway. I think he was almost 2 laps down on the race leader. But now we only have 18 drivers left running. Hamilton's up to 4th after a 5-stop strategy today. Van Dorn about to be 4 laps down and also give me a bloody heart attack. Get out of the way. Thank you. God. Oh, we're optimal on fuel now. Let's not run out of fuel before the end of the race. Got to drop it down to neutral. 2 laps to go to claim victory here. And what a race it's been. Truly dominant from James Early, who is rounding the final corner for the final time to not only win the United States Grand Prix, but take the championship lead with 1 race to go. Early winning ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Vettel, I don't even know if he's still within the championship fight with that. Kimi Raikkonen in 3rd. Then we have Lewis Hamilton, Perez, and Fernando Alonso only 6th place. A really, really poor race from the Spanish driver. He's ahead of fellow Spaniard Carlos Sainz, with Magnussen, Rosberg and Bianchi completing the points today. Only 8 drivers finished on the lead lap. Fernando Alonso almost a lap down. Hulkenberg and Kubica 11th and 12th place, followed by Will Power and Will Stevens, the 2 Wills at Marussia. 2 laps down Daniel Ricciardo, 3 laps down Gutierrez and 4 laps down Van Dorn, with 5 retirements. Nasser late on, we missed that one. Verstappen, Bottas, Ericsson and Wehrlein all retiring from the race. And the championship standings look like this with 1 race to go. 9 points Early has an advantage over Fernando Alonso. Sebastian Vettel with that result is technically within the championship shout. He's 24 points off, 25 for a win. So of course he still has tiny bit of a chance to win the championship. Carlos Sainz Jr. has now scored points in the past 3 rounds in a row. He's on a really good run of form. He could actually catch his teammate Max Verstappen with a good result in the finale. And Lotus now 21 points clear of Mercedes. They are clear favourites going into the final race, with Red Bull now eliminated from the Constructors' Championship fight. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And check out YouTube channel memberships if you want to. I'll see you for the championship finale. Goodbye.